What's up, everybody? Coach Zach here with Team Criticalbench, and today we're talking all about tongue posture. Sounds weird, but it affects your breathing and it's super important, so let's get into it. Right now, I want you to take a moment and become aware of where your tongue is in your mouth right now. Is your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth? Is just the tip on the roof? Is the whole tongue on the roof? Is your tongue resting on the bottom of your mouth? Or is your tongue just flopping around, you're not even sure where it is? The tongue is often an overlooked muscle of the body that is so important for so many reasons. And in this video, we're really gonna dive deep into why it's important, as well as what proper tongue posture, how you should be placing your tongue in your mouth. First of all, your tongue is extremely important in the structure of your face. When the tongue is in the proper position, when it is at the roof of your mouth, the tongue will produce enough force to hold the facial structure together in the proper way. When it's not in the proper position, gravity will begin to take its toll, which will change the structure of your face. This is extremely important for young children who are developing into their bodies, because having proper tongue position will allow their face to develop in the proper way. However, this is also extremely important for adults because the bones of the skull are not fully fused until you're in your 70s. So what that means is that by changing how you position your tongue in your mouth, you can actually change the structure of the bones in your head. When your tongue is not resting in the proper position, gravity will begin to make your face droop. You will begin to have a more narrow jaw, you will have sunken cheekbones, and overall your face will just become less attractive as well as less functional. And right now I know all your ears perked up when I said less attractive. Yes, having proper tongue posture will make your face a little more chiseled, will make you better looking, whether you're a man or a woman, but more importantly, it's gonna help with the function of your face, function of your breathing. Having proper tongue posture can also prevent your teeth from crowding together. Right? That tongue will be in the right position, which will allow the teeth to come out as they naturally would. Also, not having proper tongue posture means most likely you're going to be a mouth breather, which we've covered extensively why you don't want to be a mouth breather. Go ahead and check out that other video. Most of us also don't swallow properly. I'll cover swallowing mechanics in another video, but just know that having the tongue position in the right position will help you actually swallow your food in the proper way. An extremely important aspect of having proper tongue posture is that it will help you be more naturally inclined to breathe with your nose. We've covered why nasal breathing is so important in another video. When your tongue is at the roof of your mouth, there's no way you can breathe with your mouth, so you will be naturally forced to breathe with your nose. Having the tongue in a proper position will support the nasal cavities, which will allow your nose to breathe more efficiently. Tongue posture is so important. I can't emphasize that enough. But what is proper tongue posture? Allow me to introduce you to the concept of mewing. What is mewing? Well, mewing is named after an orthotropic doctor named Dr. Mew. Orthotropic is basically just an advanced version of orthodontics, where the doctor will use strategies to help improve the facial structure, create more room for breathing, create more room for the teeth and the jaw. Mewing is basically just holding your tongue in the proper position throughout your day. And then once you make a habit of that, once the tongue is used to being in the proper position, it will stay that way even when you're asleep, which is extremely important. Mewing will work for most people. However, for some of you that might be dealing with TMJ disorders or other problems with the nose, the jaw, or the teeth, you might want to find some specialists that can help you a little bit more than you would be able to help yourself. So now we're going to get into the technique of mewing. We're going to get into the details of what having proper tongue posture looks like. So I want you to think of this as being your upper palate. So this right here is the roof of your mouth, and these fingers are your front teeth. Okay? So you want to have the tongue pressed up firmly on the roof of the mouth. The tip of the tongue is going to be just behind your teeth. An easy way where you can locate where the tip of your tongue should naturally rest is by saying N, the letter N, and then right there, that point where the tip of your tongue is where your tongue should naturally rest. From there, you want to have the rest of your tongue kind of suction up to the roof of your mouth. So you don't just want the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, you want as much of your tongue on the roof of the mouth as possible. Again, the purpose of this is to hold up your maxilla, your upper jaw, and not let gravity push it down and create all those facial changes we talked about. The way that you can find this proper suctioning is by clicking your tongue, right? So do that a couple times and then start to do it, but don't fully click. So right there, that point just before that click is where you find that suction, right? So it might take some work, you might need to practice, but being able to find that proper suctioning of your tongue to the roof of your mouth is what's going to help you create that habit of holding your tongue up on the roof of your mouth, having that proper tongue posture. Now you really want to emphasize not letting the tip of your tongue run into the front of your teeth, because think about it, the tongue is a very strong muscle. If it can hold up the facial structure of your face, then pressing it into the front teeth can cause you over time to begin to have an overbite. You can push your front teeth forward. Another really key thing that you want to avoid is letting the tongue rest on the bottom of the mouth, right? Again, focusing on bringing it up to the top, creating that structure, holding your face up in the proper position. And you might notice that once you get in the proper position, your nose more easily breathes, right? You can try an experiment. Have the tongue on the roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue just behind the front of the teeth, rest of the tongue suctioned up. Close your lips, have your teeth slightly apart, and then try to breathe through your nose. Should be a little bit more easy, right? A little bit more effortless. If it's not, then check out this other video where we go over specific techniques that can help unblock your nose and make you breathe more effectively with your nose. Another point that I want to make about having the tongue on the roof of the mouth is that in traditional Chinese medicine, if you've ever practiced Qigong or Tai Chi, then most likely you've been instructed to have the tongue firmly on the roof of the mouth. You can think of this as a switch connecting the back channel to the front channel. In traditional Chinese medicine, there's the concept of Qi, of life energy, and the channel that it works through is the back channel, which goes from the base of the spine all the way up the back side of the spine and then comes all the way to the upper jaw, your maxilla. And then having the tongue on the roof of the mouth will close that channel, allowing that energy to continue to come down the front channel, closing what's known as the microcosmic orbit, allowing energy to flow a little more freely. I'm just sharing this with you because it's a different perspective on health that's been around for thousands of years, and our Western science and our way of looking at the human body is beginning to synchronize with the way that they've looked at the human body for thousands of years. So there's so much more details and rabbit holes that we can get into in terms of tongue posture, and those videos will be coming on later in this channel. So don't forget to subscribe, stay notified, get the details when those videos come out. And not only will these techniques help you breathe through your nose and maintain proper head posture, but we also have a program called the Forward Head Posture Fix, where in combination with these techniques and these videos can help you decrease pain, bring proper function and posture in your head, as well as that cascading effect down the rest of the body. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment with your personal experiences, and as always, I'm Coach Zach with Team Criticalbench, and I'll see you next time.